As a kid, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z, but for the most part, I just didn't see myself on screen, and so I was more of an athlete. I was more of a fan of athletes, and those were my superheroes, right? Like there's, whether it was Messi or Ronaldinho, that's who I saw myself trying to emulate. From the moment that I got the call that I was going to do the movie, I was like, great. It's working with, first of all, Captain America was Joaquin's dream. Working with Mackie has been one of my dreams. It's like from watching him get absolutely destroyed in 8 Mile. I'll see you in Mumbai.
Definitely. For the IPL but Mumbai Indians.
Oh, we'll have a blast out there.
We'll be meeting you and congrats on entering the MCU.
Thank you.
Before we start, are you a comic fan?
Am I a comic fan? I've become a comic fan. As a kid, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Z, but for the most part, I just didn't see myself on screen, and so I was more of an athlete. I was more of a fan of athletes, and those were my superheroes, right? Like there's, whether it was Messi or Ronaldinho, that's who I saw myself trying to emulate. And then once I got the call that I had an audition, and it actually wasn't even for Joaquin Torres, I joined the not the MCU, it was the Marvel TV world for a role on The Gifted. So I was Wes on The Gifted, and that was my first real intro to, first of all, the prep is the most fun prep. If you're gonna do any movie, do a Marvel movie because your prep is reading comics and watching films. And then within that, obviously, it's like getting to work out and pretend you're an athlete. Yeah.
That was my childhood, reading comics all day long.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
so
a dream job.
from West to becoming the new Falcon, how does it feel? Falcon is one of the most, what do you say, intrinsic characters to the Avengers, to the MCU. How does it feel to be the new Falcon?
Sick. It's awesome. It's from the moment that I got the call that I was going to do the movie, I was like, great. It's working with, first of all, Captain America was Joaquin's dream. Working with Mackie has been one of my dreams. It's like from watching him get absolutely destroyed in 8 Mile and to Hurt Locker to, yeah, it's just like he's got one of those careers that I try to emulate in regards to, and I connect this a lot to sports. I try to be a part of championship winning teams, whether it's as the center defensive mid or the forward or the right mid, right? Like it's, no matter what position I'm in, I try to gravitate towards projects that have a championship coach and a championship crew and the rest of your cast to be at that level, and whether it's a small part or a big part. And Anthony is someone that like solidifies the type of project you're in, and then you add Harrison Ford to that, and you're like, oh, this is a squad.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Like your teams, Harrison Ford, Anthony Mackie on the MCU film. Obviously, you're looking at the next 10, 15 years be part of the MCU. How does all of this feeling come together? What was your initial and first reaction the minute you signed on for this part and said, yes, let's go for it?
Oh, I was super excited. And then when I found out that Harrison Ford was joining, my mom was really excited because that's her favorite actor. Yeah, Air Force One was playing in the house 24/7, and so I was like, I've seen him as a president before. And seeing him in the room. Actually, the first time I met Harrison was when we were filming a sequence at the White House, and I saw him drag the cast chair. His cast chair was by himself, so because people I think thought like, oh, Harrison wants to be, and he dragged it. He put it down and he talked to us all of us in the circle. He was eating like a PB&J or something like that, and he just instantly was like, let's be homies. And he cracks jokes at you. He makes it really easy to hang out with him. And so I was like, I'm living a dream. I've seen you as a president before, and so to be here in the White House and seeing you as the president, it was just super cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you in Mumbai.
Definitely. For the IPL but Mumbai Indians.
Oh, we'll have a blast out there.
Definitely.